You want to know? What you know? Like you get a spark under your butt real quickly. You were looking like that one eye, but now they both open. What's up, brother? Hey, bud. What's up with this, bro? Oh, yeah, man. You like pop, like snap, crack, and pop, bro. I keep using this in case we're driving. I gotta give you something. You know what I mean? And okay. All right, here you go, bud. There you go. Mess you up with me. Read some poems. Some Masonic poems. I hope y'all enjoyed that. That's just a little bit of like a mix of classical, Bach, Beethoven, the whole thing. It's supposed to be no copyright, the relaxed movement, to which I use a lot of that music beside, and I get it in YouTube Studios. It's right there on the friggin' thing. I don't know, right there with all the little 22 different movies, because you gotta loop them, and if you want to have a sound back, whatever. But I'm not attempting to get any of this monetized, so they can just go on with that copyright strike goofiness. Okay. All right, we're gonna go with Ancient and Modern Britons, Volume 1, David McRitchie. And then we're going to go right into Jews and Muslims in British Colonial America by Elizabeth Caldwell Hirschman and Donald N. Yates. Yates, remember? Last name Yates, being Sephardic, Ashkenazi Consortium. Now, why am I saying that? Because people really should need to learn how they have misutilized our names. And how they've taken them, plagiarized them, and then perverted them. Okay? Which is the common way for sadists. All right. Okay. So let me first start by reading one of my favorite poems from long ago. Now, some of y'all might remember it being stated in some movies or something, but like I said, in high school, one of my big things was learning how to type 60 plus words a minute. One of them old ass typewriters with the ribbons we had. Yeah, we learned in our typing class. I think it was on the second, it was on underneath. It was not like going downstairs towards the cafeteria. Well, anyway, it was downstairs. I remember the room was a couple rooms for typing. Anyway, when I was studying poetry, and I was also reading that at the library along with art and everything, and seeing how graphic art utilized poetry in the bottom, which was a wonderful thing I did in the Navy. I actually made some changes on that. It's one of my favorites. A man goes to a doctor. That's how the story always begins. Doctor, I'm depressed. The man says, life is harsh, unforgiving, and cruel. Oh no, the doctor lights up. The treatment, after all, is simple. The great clown Pagliacci is in town tonight. The doctor says, go and see him. That should sort you out. The man bursts into tears. But doctor, he says, I am Pagliacci. prophetic. For those of us who have that taste, that is prophetic. Who's in here? Yeah, I just let you know. Hey, Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Snoo, hey, baby. Six, boss, what's going on, beloved? Mr. View, hey, man, hey, we all had to slave, bro. Even when you retire, you still have to slave. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not pushing that order, giving that power, but you know what I mean. So I hope y'all like that. Pagliacci is one of my favorite, as far as even the music, the ambiance of the music is, forget the silhouette, you create your own, is majestic. You know what I mean? It's like when I'm listening to Beethoven, Bach, or any of them. When I'm sitting there and I decide to at night go outside and the moon's full, bravo, Coglion, you know, and I start getting into my little systemic Italian, what you call it, you know what I mean? It's something. Hey, what's going on, Vicar? What's going on, beloved? All right, so let's go ahead and knock this out. Ancient and Modern Britons, Volume 1 by David Mack Ritchie, to which I share it again. Okay, and it's not going to be long. Okay, there's 2 paragraphs here that I want to cut on, and then what is it? Let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, because it getting to the 3rd and 4th, it's really, really long. Okay. We're talking about Venetians, the Welshes, all the lands and everything like that. Anyway, all of these facts and semi-facts point with more or less that distinctness to remote folk wanderings of various races, and they seem to suggest what, indeed, comparative ethnology asserts, that movements almost all altogether as extensive as the modern branching out of the British people all over the globe have taken place in distant, unrecorded periods, not wholly unrecorded either, until the places named in such ancient records as those of the Hebrews and the Chinese have been fairly identified. Listen to this again, I want y'all to pay attention. Until the places named in such ancient records, because you need to know this is Asia Superior, ancient records as those of the Hebrews and the Chinese have been fairly identified and translated into modern speech, we cannot say that such remote colonizations have never been placed upon record. Whatever be the origin of the Xanthocroi, whether they migrated westward in almost historic times, or whether they were gradually evolved from lower forms within the precincts of their present home, it seems agreed by men of learning that among the earliest inhabitants of these islands were the troglodytes, or cave dwellers. And we consider those beasts that live, I hate saying the word beasts, it ain't like I know their names, those giants, those lizard-like things, whatever, underground that have been here before we were. I could allude to that, like the Schlestacks. Known later by such titles as Australoids, Mongoloids, and historically Iberians. Again, let me hit y'all with this again. Remember I was telling you that these are not the real Mongolians or Mongoloids? I know it's hard to accept that. And it doesn't always, you got to remember when the term Down syndrome started in the 1900s. Remember that? Okay? It didn't exist before that. So what are they talking about? Well, usually when you take 2 people with 2 different blood types, you can have phonetically a bad seed. All right, so let's go again. Cave dwellers, and we know that we're not no, you're not no troglodyte or cave dweller and all that other stuff. And we know where it alludes to or points to. In the mountains in South Africa, but we're going to leave that alone for right now. Or the Caucasus, but we got to remember the Caucasians were a Negroid race of people. Anyway, cave dwellers, known later by such titles as Australoids, Mongoloids, they were very dark, Genghis Khan was a nigger, and historically Iberians or I can't get this word right, Euskarians. As separate types, these have in successive epochs ceased to exist. Literally ceased to exist. I tell you, when you read, man, you can find out so many things and the mentality of certain individuals, whether it's following a diagram or actually they believe it. Anyway, but from this stock, or one of these stocks, have come the modern, this word, I wish they would change it, melanochrate. This is different. Melanochrate, excuse me. And in these melanochrate, most of us are bound to take an interest. Check this out. For it has been decided by an eminent authority. For it has been decided by an eminent authority that in modern Britain, the dark type of humanity now distinctly preponderates over the light type. I feel like I'm back in fucking college. I'm about to brush up on some of these words. Seriously, in college you use all these goofy words, but it sounds eloquent as nonsense. But anyway, now distinctly preponderates over the light type. What? So that in modern Britain, the dark type of humanity now distinctly preponderates over the light type. This fact, therefore, compels the majority of us to regard those depraved Australoids, in parentheses, whose skills still bear witness to their depravity, and, as in some measure, our lineal ancestors. That is, if the supposed derivative of the dark white from the Australoid be correct. This picture showing pale and dark, so-called Europeans, getting off of those boats in Ellis Island. And they were both considered white by, as I stated, in the 1900s, 1920s, 1940s. Both were. Now, the two great divisions of Professor Huxley are so closely intermingled that it can scarcely be indevious to dwell upon the disagreeable features of this line of the dark white ancestry for the two types in a vast number of cases, and representatives under one family roof, mind you, so that you shall see the rosy-cheeked, blue-eyed, golden-haired sister and the dark-skinned, black-haired, dark-eyed brother playing amicably side by side. And y'all running around here in America, pale and dark, just being sounding stupid, and they come over here and they look at you. And you think I would say something if I know it's part of looking at y'all all stupid? I'm being honest. Do you think that I would say anything coming over here, oh, I'll be friending, drinking, laughing, slapping, high fives, unless I got drunk enough to actually spill the beans, to which they're well practiced. They'll probably look at you and see you as nothing, dumb and incredulous and everything else. And I'm talking about so-called black and whites together. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of pale skins who know who you are, and they just like to play stupid. And they'll be in the end days when they think they can turn around and go, oh, I got to tell you the truth. Look, it's in the blood. You know that statement? It's in the blood. You need to remember there are those who are destroyed. It's not because of lack of knowledge. They have made a choice. They are destroyed within and out. Okay? Can it change? It's a possibility. Anything's possible. Choices are choices, regardless. Yet, there are those who will not. They are so melancholy in their dysfunction. And they live by it. When I was talking about some of the serial killers, Ed Gein, John Wayne Casey, Getz, all those serial killers, right? They used to always want to get caught. It became a fun thing, but at the same time, like an adrenaline rush. It wasn't that they had to. It became a fixation. Look at Dahmer. He's not the only one from up there. There's one running around now doing damn near the same thing, copycat. The thing is, no one wants to accept the reality or the responsibility of self to see that for what it is. You dig what I'm saying? So there are people here who are that ignorant. They will not make the right choice regardless and don't have the right answers. We're just lucky that this fake ass chief of the Oklahoma Territory, fake ass Cherokees, sat there and said, oh yeah, there are many Negroes who are Cherokee. Literally. On numerous occasions. Then all of a sudden, the news backed away from it when they were pushing the other agenda. They just left it all the way up to Hollywood. To which they even, after that last bumbling ass movie, decided to step back a little bit. You see the backlash they got for that goofy ass movie, Noah? More if they doing their damnedest to do the best crippling on people they can. So let's go ahead and hit Jews and Muslims, a genealogical history. Jews and Muslims in British colonial America. To me, Arthur Kessler's 13 Tribe is phenomenal as far as the tracking points that are easily accessible and seeing as far as the 6th century, from early on to the 6th century, and to the point where even it talks about as a period of time not even acquiesced or written. Why? When I tell you, you can add 400, 500, 700, 800, or 1,000 years, because this is not 2023. And that's facts. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit it up. Okay, show you that again. Star in the Crescent. Louisiana, the Gulf. Star of David, there's no Star of David. Pyramid, in order to stand as it is up top, must stand as that is below. So it's as above as below, not so below. Because then so below means to be written or stated, otherwise non-existent. Caribbean Jews. Mordecai Arbel and the Jewish Nation of the Caribbean, 2002, brings us closer to the North American colonies. He notes that as the conversations moved away from Iberia, they formed concentrations initially in nearby Spanish possessions such as Madeira, the Azores, and the Canaries. Thus, one clue to the Sephardic ancestry of North American colonists would be trading ties to these places. Now, conversos also congregated in the French cities of Bordeaux and Bayonne and Rouen. Arbel devotes specific chapters in his book to Barbados, Belize, Bermuda, Colombia, Costa Rica, Curaçao, the Danish West Indies, all niggers, and, there ain't no Mongols. Anyway, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Essequibo, Guyana, and Cayenne, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Martinique, and Guadeloupe, Nevis, Panama, Pomerone, and Suriname. Elias Ashmole was governor here. Anyway, Saint Eustatius, Tobago, Trinidad. See, now listen, this is what I was going to hit these Mongolians with, and they would have had a hard time with it. And Venezuela, because I don't debate with, definitely not with those who are not my ego, especially those who don't know nothing. Where you at? You're gonna tell me, oh yeah, we found through some barren straits? Bullshit. Russia's only 55 miles. A motherfucker can make that in a goddamn canoe. A one-man goddamn canoe. So bullet. Anyway. According to Sephardim, pioneered the rum, sugar cane, and orange juice industries, according to Arbel. They were prominent in growing and refining coffee, cocoa, vanilla, indigo, vermilion, coconuts, and eggplant. Thus, when we encounter North American colonists engaged in these trades, we should view it as a possible sign of Sephardic ancestry. Yes, to monetize what all was free at one time, to change the dynamics, to create something that never existed around the world as they did everywhere. We read that, remember? Arbel also stresses that Sephardic Jews considered themselves one community, a nation. Whether they openly practiced their faith or were privately observant, but publicly Protestant or Catholic. So if they was Protestant or Catholic, in open secret, they were, cursing everybody else in the world. It was considered a distinct advantage to have relatives and friends on both sides of the fence, so to speak, to ensure security and protection from potential harassment or persecution. Hence why they were marrying into our tribes. They didn't marry into none of you Mongolian motherfuckers tribes. Not until this point, and then half of them, you can't even tell who they are. Back then, it was known. The Danish and the Dutch were Ashkenaz. And some were distant original people of Europe who are now no longer the Negroid people, the Austroid. Now they that became Sephardi. Practicing a fake-ass religion. Anyway, we shall see when we get to New York that several prominent Christian families were in fact conversos. Okay? converted, all right? And that some members of these families married openly Jewish spouses. Among the Sephardic surnames in the Caribbean identified by Allah as Hoel or Howell, Thurston Howell, Gilligan's Island, Parquet or Park, Pierre, Atheus, Molina, which alludes to Miller, like my sister's father, Latav, which Bahuda, Pisharon, De Andid or Andrews, sometimes Andros, Luis de Gama, sound like something from Battlestar, Space 1999, de Gama, Bueno, for good, actual last name Cohen, I'm going to throw that in there, and Lopez. Gabe, Israel, Vaz, Nunez, Flores, and we went through all these damn names right here. I'm looking at Roach, Beekman, DeVries, Lorenzo, Enoch, Eli, Da Silva, Forrest Woods, Brandon, Henriquez, Henry, Brito, Arias, Polak from Poland, Naat, Nar, as in Ma'at, or Na'ar, Montel, Tabora, Pardo, Brown, Mello, Alba, which is Alba, Farro, Welcome, Hebron, Cape, Muslim, Masai, as in the Messiah, Labar, Labat, Milan, Petit, Yuli, Bernard, Ravel, Robles, like Robles of World War II, Desert, motherfucker. Nerd, excuse my French, but you all don't hear, right? Nord and Valencia. Nearly all these names are documented in Feigenbaum and Collaborators Surname Dictionary. Collaborators. I gotta look that up. That is something pretty heavy, man, when you think about all those surnames. But you need to remember that a lot of them, like something taken, something borrowed. So we can't just sit there and be dismissive because certain names we believe are just completely what they would consider Arab or Ashkenaz. Okay? It's not always the case. Even though, yeah, the bloodline's there. Because when you take the men and sleep with the women, it's dynamic change. And that's why I spit on feminists and these machismo motherfuckers that run around. The queen, the god, shut the fuck up. First of all, they always say, the woman, because she can have a baby by herself. Whoever is running around with that goofy shit, oh man, just come and visit me, please. I got some extra gloves. And we'll buy go to 16 and just go right to the 10 ounce as if we're training and just batter the shit up. But other than that, I don't advocate violence, but enough of the dumb shit. Other than that, the man's sperm is that fucking important because you see that little tadpole tail? And two little eyes on the motherfucker that y'all can't see? So you take the womb and you put this being in it, and the womb is inside of a womb, and it nurtures it, and it becomes what it's supposed to because the two entwine. And then it's in a bigger womb, universe, right? From the womb to the real universe. And it has a tree of life connected to it by the power source. And then the protector protects that power source. See, some women, because they get a little too coochie, right? And this messed up world who's betraying their own country with the idiots who follow along, right? Want to destroy everything. They'll sit there and be like, no, like on Mother's Day. To the mothers out there, happy Father's Day. To the mothers out there, happy Father's Day. Retarded motherfucker. You don't see no man talking about happy Father's and Mother's Day to me. What in the, like as if it's all right. You know what I'm saying? This shit's a trip. You dig what I'm saying? But it's comical as fuck too. But is that a drum set? Oh, I got to go jam, y'all. But the reality, yo, what's going on with T. Hines? What's up, beloved? Snow, y'all ain't handling that? What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all handle that. Maybe we can make me come on here and handle this stuff. All right? Don't ever have me come on. I know they leave some on, but when they say stuff like that, that's stupid. We don't entertain idiots. If it's the AI, whatever it is, let them come. But when you see it doesn't say nothing, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, I mean, they got a drum set. I hope they ain't trying to suck me out there. And I'm always outside, y'all. Oh, damn, that's my boy. Oh, I'm going to have to go over there and just jam a little bit. Anyway, right? I'm getting off. I'm going to get off. Oh no, cook, baby, cook. No, I could have. I could have left it up there. I saw it when it popped up, and I was like, I saw it right under T. Hans. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And T. Hans, you could have took care of it too. Yo, Vicar, what's going on, beloved? Anyway, if people only knew the truth, because like I said, when they came here, they married into our families, not the Mongolians. Not at fucking all, because they're one of the same people that help come to assist in, because there are pictures showing some of the motherfuckers look like that who are making around the stores in our old town in Oklahoma. Mongols selling with peckerwoods. And even a couple of niggas. That's right, partook in that. That's why I say not everybody, you be talking about the indigenous community. That's why I'm not part of no fucking indigenous community. Because a lot of these motherfuckers is European. And they're not the Europeans of our ancestors. These are the new breed motherfuckers who don't even know their own truth. Some people will say, well, why don't you let them know so they have a choice? Them motherfuckers already got wind of it. They made that choice. And the thing is, you made your bed, lie the fuck in it. Because it's coming around. It's coming nap time, motherfuckers. That's all I can say to that. I can't tell them no more, you know? That's a lot more charcoal. I like that. I mean, it's balanced just right. Excuse me, not a lot. That's perfect. But, what was that? Yeah, I didn't catch it. Just got back from outside. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, I was just talking about how the Ashkenazi, since before the 6th, but since 6th century, really wrote down in 3 books, right, that I have, how they were making wars and it's agitating wars between 2 other individuals, melanated people. Yeah, remember there was no racism back then. Didn't exist. Nobody looked at anybody with color. We've been on Earth too long for that. Fought many great battles after the fall. But when peace was around, they were the ones that stirred everything up. Who was putting them to it? Who snatched the lowest of the motherfucking totem pole and says, this is what we want you to do for us. This is what we're going to promise your people. And then as they conquered the men, and men were killing off each other, they were there and married the women and made these new babies. So when those men died off, those babies were educated in a different ideology as they accepted a false responsibility to follow our ways, and then created a religion around what was it? Remember when I was reading it? Was it the 7th and 8th, and then really kicked it off, creating all the religious ideologies, narratives, in like the 4th, 16th, 15th, 16th century, and then Yiddish was created around. It was still being perfected around 1912. Yiddish, the language they got everybody thinking is some kind of Jewish language. Whoosh, excuse my language. And they were around us, and it was look at the slave boat Jesus that took a lot of our people from here down to the Caribbeans. There's hundreds of islands down there, y'all. Have y'all never been down there? See, in the military, we get to go to different places that not too many people, there are people there. Bungalows and double floor houses all hooked together, and streets and stores. But you don't know nothing about it. And we have little bases where we practice sonar dipping and tethered boat and sails jumping, and we get to actually go up, and sometimes some of us flying with the pods because we took flying lessons at a long night, and they know we're not going to crash nothing because we have the hours in flight simulators actually fly with the ciclet and the throttle on the fly the helicopter. And that's all I'm going to say to that, okay? Can't get nobody in trouble now, but yeah, a few times. But the thing is, where you at? Where you at, Native Americans? Because that's all American motherfuckers. Whether they want to admit to it or not, that's all part of it. The shoe. In every country they went to, they created a new narrative. Like, for those who know, it's not called British Colonial America. Neither is America nor Britain names. Just like Russia's not the name. Just like Germany, when you want to go Humboldt and all a few other words. Just like Sweden and Finland. Just like Alaska. South, those are not the names. But in order to get out of order, in order to stay out of order, everything must be out of order. It's not complicated, people. Y'all thought I was done. Oh, y'all wishing upon a star? Wish upon a star. Anyway, Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. Boy, this book is something. And it's kind of the boring section, but to me, it's insightful. All right? Because you know how I feel about the round earth and all that other shit and UFOs and... No, I believe aircrafts that you have no... I even explained to you how you can make a miniature one if you want to scale it up. Let's get together. We can do some things and we won't talk about it. Whether they be ionic engines, helium, hydrogen, a mixture of all three. You'd be surprised. And we're talking about electricity not from some source of a battery. I'm talking about right around, knowing how to harness it. And then how to express it like a capacitor does. Anywho, the most damning evidence of the control of UFO magazine and Vicky Cooper. Listen to this. You remember we were at before about the CIA, Johnny Roselli, and all that different stuff. Dr. All those, what was it, Dr. Lilly, Johnny or John Lilly or whatever. All those individuals. We're having that conversation again about the infiltration and how they were passing information and putting disinformation to what you see today. Okay? Now, let's get back into this. The most damning evidence for the control of UFO, Unidentified Flying Object, magazine, and Vicky Cooper comes from Don Ecker. At the 1989 MUFON conference, Don Ecker became so inhibited that he managed to relate the following story to me and to others. According to Don Ecker, Vicky Cooper used to work for the infamous Mayflower Madame. The feds were trying to get the Madame and discover Vicky. Miss Cooper was busted and threatened with spending the rest of her life in prison if she did not cooperate. Vicky rolled over, according to Ecker, and ratted on her employer. Now, since Vicky had apparently had something to do with the bookkeeping operation, she became a key witness. Now, the Mayflower Madame was put out of business and into jail, thanks to Miss Cooper's testimony. That is, if Don Ecker was telling the truth, mind you, and we have no reason to believe that he was lying. I don't know why Don told. Don told us maybe he doesn't like Vicky, or maybe he, like Lear and Friedman, Lear, thought I was one of them. It's got a notification, and the notifications are off. What in the hell is going on here? The notifications are motherfucking off. Anyway, excuse me. Or maybe he, like Lear and Friedman, thought I was one of them. And in parentheses, it states, it'll be a cold day in hell, meaning far from it. Now, according to Ecker, Vicky Cooper was told to get out of town and stay out. She was given money and told to start UFO magazine in Los Angeles. And she was told that she was to print information that would be fed to her. Sure enough, you read in the UFO purported leak government UFO information, always written by someone who cannot be contacted. It is always under an alias, and no one can check the information. I saw that magazine, and it's dead on. I used to be like, this got to be bullshit. Vicky is adamant about printing only the news and information that she considers best for the readers, noteworthy, mind you, as if they have no mind of their own. She indulges in character assassination as well. Don't worry, when I'm saying large things like those are words I'm throwing in, y'all. So if you're reading along, you know that. Now, Don Ecker claims to have been a member of Army Intelligence, the Green Berets, actual special forces, not just operator, and later a police officer in Boise, Idaho. That should speak volumes around the 70s, right? And the 80s. The Boise Police Department, when asked by phone, has denied any knowledge of Mr. Ecker. Wow. And I have requested that Don furnish a copy of his Army record, but he has refused. Ecker calls himself a UFO expert and has dubbed himself, you guessed it, a UFOologist. Now, he sprinkles terms like UFOologist around in his articles, and not even Don knows what the hell it means. He confirms most of the information that I have divulged when he speaks to groups. He has furnished databases with a plethora of files that confirm check this out, everything that I have ever said. Ecker probably made them up himself. And since they are all anonymous, he claims that aliens mutilate humans like cattle. Don Ecker, like Vicky Cooper, practices character assassination on a regular. Now, according to legitimate law enforcement sources, Ecker is lying to the public. He was a guard at the Idaho State Prison from September 1981. Damn, sounds like that goddamn, what's that rapper's name? What's that goofy rapper's name, y'all? The fat motherfucker now running around with no shirt on, look like he need to have yoga pants around his ass. Rick Ross? Anyway, yeah. Anyway, in September 1992, when he quit to become a Canyon County Sheriff's Department narcotics deputy trainee. Now, Donald Francis Ecker II was fired after only 6 weeks for improper conduct. And Mr. Ecker returned to the Idaho State Prison where he was employed as a guard until July 1987 when he shot off his leg with a shotgun during a training exercise. Sources also reveal that Donald Francis Ecker II is a fugitive from justice. So authorities in Idaho hold several outstanding warrants for the arrest of the said Mr. Ecker. You can't make this shit up. I mean, god dog, man. How does a person like that get around? Now you get pulled over for a light and might end up dead on the side of the road with no firearms or nothing, or a hit team. Now, you must understand that the government is not ever going to allow any person or any group of persons to uncover the most highly classified secret in the world, if they can help it, mind you. And they will always have agents controlling UFO groups, publications, and information. If aliens are not real and the whole thing turns out to be the greatest hoax ever perpetrated, just who do you think did the perpetrating? If the underground history is correct, aliens have manipulated and / or ruled the human race through various secret societies, religions, magic, witchcraft, and the occult. Now, the Council of Foreign Relations and the Trilateral Commission are in complete control of the alien. You see the shit that Biden and the fake ass president and vice president, them two goofy motherfuckers, who they're working on right now, trying to get this gun control building or whatever. But these people are just the biggest goofs. All right, have a gander at it, and you'll have a little more insight. Okay, foreign relations, all that crap. Anyway, are in complete control of the alien technology involved. Eisenhower was listen to this. Eisenhower was the last president to know the entire overview of the alien problem. Succeeding presidents were told only that what Majesty 12 and the intelligence community wanted them to know. And believe me, it was not the truth. Now, Majesty 12 has presented most new presidents with a picture of a lost alien culture seeking to renew itself, build a home on this planet, and shower us with gifts of technology in some cases. Now, the president was told nothing. Each president, in turn, has swallowed the story, or no story at all, hook, line, and sinker. Meanwhile, innocent people continue to suffer at the hands of the alien and human scientists. I have been unable to determine exactly what it is they are doing. Many people are abducted and are sentenced to live with psychological and physical damage for the rest of their lives. Could this really be a CIA mind control operation? In the documents that I read, 1 in 40 humans had been implanted with devices. 1 in 40. The purpose of which I have never discovered. The government believes that the aliens are building an army of implanted humans who can be activated and turn on us at will. Turn on you. You know, your neighbor, whatever. Rwanda, you know, the Hutu and the Tutsis. Cockroaches, you know. Anyway, you should also know that to date, we have not even begun to come close to parity with the aliens. Okay? Now, I sent 536 copies of a petition to indict to every member of the Senate of House of Representatives on April 26, 1989. As of this date, November 23, 1990, I have received a total of only 6 replies. Only 4 more than I have received in May 1989. And you know what happened not that long after that. Next, we'll be getting into the conclusions are inescapable. This is crazy, y'all. Not to me, but I'm saying when you read this stuff, it's like, you know that they killed a man who knew, if anything, half truths. I mean, but he was just ruffling feathers. That's why they took him out. And just like Bundy, and they used some old wayward ass Spanish motherfucker to kill him, and the FBI with a pale hand handler on the side. The reason why? Because a lot of Palestinians aren't aware that not only are they, not in all, a lot of them aren't aware that they're Ashkenaz and of Arab influence, African. Regardless of the fake world that was created around them. Now, not all, because it goes back before that. But I'm just saying of the lattice. You know what I'm saying? No hate. The problem is a lot of y'all don't know your true history. You probably don't want to after all that. Oh, yeah. I'll put that down there. Because we got... Don't worry, ladies. I will be reading American Covenant, Lady, Women of Lemuria, and the Hatha Matters. The Hatha Material Matter. The windows are wide open, so that's my boy. Anyway, yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. I know it was a little bumming there, but you know, like I said, right now, even though I read ahead, I skipped through a lot of stuff through the Walter Plecker. I've been through it before, but the thing is, when I'm reading it, there's a lot of things I want to question because it's not like it wasn't known back then. Because I used to listen to my uncle or people in my family talk, and I know he had more knowledge than that. And even though they were Vietnam or World War II, it doesn't matter. That some things, it seems like when they killed him, the book being printed, they manipulated some things. I don't think William Cooper, from the videos I've watched quite a few of them, his videos. And some things in that book, he doesn't allude to. It's in a different direction. So phonetically, I'm sitting here, the literature, I think, may have been by these the very exact disinformation motherfucking monkeys, all right? Now, not everybody in the CIA is some special operated, hard to kill killer, all right? Remember that. But when you give a character a position, and it's a dialogue or monologue, and they believe they're the power, you know, that's how it operates, especially if you're a subject. Now, Americans aren't supposed to be a subject of nobody. But when I used to say, man, we're still under the crown of fucking England, everybody said, well, how do you say it? I used to point out to them, well, this is one reason. Taxation without representation. How the fuck are you sending money to Ukraine? Billions of dollars, and you have homeless on the street, and you let immigrants in talking about Social Security, we got to pay for these motherfuckers. And that shows you the Trojan horse, but people are still standing by allowing these media and everybody else still fumbling their thumbs and they live something about, we got to impeach the president. Like, recognizing that motherfucker as a president? I thought the moment they went against the Constitution, they were moot. He's not even supposed to be using executive orders because even that, in his heyday when it was pulled out somebody's ass and created phonetically by the same corporation, which shouldn't even exist because the people did not vote on it and talking about during the time of active war when they're the ones creating it based on this military complex. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Especially I see a lot of you people saying Trump 24, my God, y'all are fucking retarded. Oh no, I would never didn't vote for Biden. I never would vote for that. I said, you motherfucker, I said people gonna vote for the quicker death or the slower death. They jumped on motherfucking what's that motherfucker name? I think he's dead now. The guy who wanted to kill that, you know, like who will help commit, you know, people commit suicide. I forget his fucking name. Doctor, I want to say Joseph Mengele, but anyway, that's a whole nother. Anywho, I was like, shit, that's what this. And y'all just want to go ahead, strap yourself to the table, let them start pushing the motherfucking buttons for the different shit. There goes the, and just wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, what in the world, man? But Trump could be a good seed. But if he was, who would say that? Who would put him in a position to be hit? I'm not saying that he would, but these dummies can do some things, boy. These dummies can do some things. Are you listening? All right? But I hope y'all enjoyed that reading. I'm not going to say, I said more than enough. And appreciate you guys taking the time. And we're always, what was that? Yeah, ever since I got that notification. Spelled it. Rick Rock. Rock wrist. What? Yeah, you something else. My baby. I'll be trying to figure out why also. Kevorkian. Jack Kevorkian. That's it. You know, there's so many of them out there. Like I said, I got books on serial killer. I would never be Of course. Then what I got to be a serial killer for? You can just give yourself to me. But these motherfuckers were some goofy sons of bitches. And trust me, that is not Jannah. That is them making a choice because bad fucking blood. Seriously. A nasty diet. A lot of chemical alcohol. All right? And too many cousins sleeping with cousins. Hey, well, they shouldn't be doing that at all. Hey, Papa, come on. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Say hi. He's right there, y'all. He's saying hi. Here, before it falls and we'll have it in tight. Say hi, Al. Come here. Say hi, Papa. Say hi. Look, say hi. Oh, he's like, you got the spot. You got the spot. What's going on? What's going on, beloved? Say, yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. You like that? Was it good? Yeah, was it good? Okay, that's right. What's he saying? Hey, say hi. Say right there. Say hi. Look, that's you. Right there. Like, nigga, I know what I look like. No, I ain't trying to see all that. Man, what you talking about? He enjoyed the reading. He likes to get right beside me whenever I read. Sometimes when I'm in here, I'm reading. I read out loud sometimes, too. Yeah. What you think? Yeah? You saw it, right? You want to go outside? You probably want to go outside. little messy, nasty little motherfuckers. They ain't clean. They ain't all clean. They ain't all that clean. You ain't clean. Let me leave them alone. No, I know, right? This is my little bro. Hey, Papa. That's my boy. You want another one? What you want? I tell you what, I give you some hairball control, whatever that crap is. It's thanks to me. But anywho, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go and get my sweats or something on. It's nice and cool. It's just about 77, 79 degrees, which is cool to me compared to the triple digits we've been in for quite some time. And I'm gonna relax and play this damn game right here. I'm gonna enjoy this game. It's pretty cool. The graphics and shit. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm not a gamer. But this motherfucker, this one right here. I got the Halo and Call of Duty and all that shit. But this dark side shit, it's pretty cool. And if I see, look, man, I went over to TikTok, right? Just to upload a couple of videos. And the first thing that pops up is these motherfucking two women. I think they're lesbians or something. And they're doing this. Hello. What in the fuck is that shit? What in the fuck is that nonsense? And they're both doing it together, like similar, saying some dumb shit. I mean, what in the fuck has got these children so fucking confused? It's the dumbest shit. No wonder if I was overseas, I'd be like, I want to go over there and fight them two from the inside out. I will give my life, because you motherfuckers is hopeless. I saw that. What is that shit? But you gotta play Elder Scrolls Red. Is exactly what you read to us. Well, then send me the game. Shit. But what's that shit with the motherfuckers? Hi, I'm outside. Hi, I'm outside. I was watching this pale face in New York in Times Square. Hi, I'm outside. Hi, I'm outside. Jump. And I was like, what the? And it seems like Chinese better stop that messing with me, putting that shit on there, because I just want to do some fucking things and lock their families in and shut that shit down. Because it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's just as bad as all them motherfuckers running around like they GT5, GT8, whatever that shit is called, running, and they can't even run straight and they're running sideways. What the? They're that influenced by them stupid ass games because of the violence and shit that they think they're getting away with. They're being conditioned. I saw this one nigga run real fast, stop, and start walking sideways like he's walking, turn around like he's breathing. I said, what in the... it's no feelings and emotions. It's just... How do you become subhuman? We're not the highest living organisms. All organisms are high, in order, established. We are meant with a purpose. We have something that connects us to everything. And that's what needs to be nurtured and fed. Instead, our ways have been perverted, things that we really shouldn't have been messing with. And now we're looking back at those things to fall back into the grips of something. We've been directed. You dig what I'm saying? Got to play Assassin's Creed. I got that. Has got a lot of information based on Islamic war, Persia, history of Moors. Yeah, but half of that, where the game is because they do put a lot of stuff, information in the games. Just trust me. But we can let go of the term Moors, please. Just fucking get rid of it. It's a creation. Bodies Ashkenazi fucks. Imagine Atlantis falling. Great seafarers, more on the sea lord, and they go around finding things, and then they run into things. All right, that's all that means. There's no land of America. All that shit is nonsense. When we start realizing that everything about the world, and to the last point, and us, has been a lie, because they wouldn't started this unless the dumb niggas started calling themselves African Americans. That was the final coup d'etat. So stop with the more stuff. They don't exist. I served with people from Morocco who used to laugh at that shit. Okay, wow, y'all really fucked up in America. And the Navy. And then them guys from Philly and Detroit and everywhere sitting around, one with the big ass hat. No, there's a difference between knowing your true heritage going back God knows how long before Tartary. That fuck a lot of y'all up. And then to sit down as if there's some secret. The secret is all y'all believe in shit that don't exist. That's the fucking secret. Keep them there. Keep them divided and fighting. I have no problem if you want to call yourself a Moor. That's stupid, but no. Because there's too many documents showing that you are from Morocco, that you are from Nigeria, that you are dead ass serious. That's not the case. There is no fucking Morocco, even though there's a place, because we recognize all of Earth, but not as it's been capitalized now. It creates further division. Well, I mean, I say that with respect and love. Trust me. You dig what I'm saying? But I just want to know what is wrong with these motherfuckers, man. Because do y'all ever see that? If you do, you should probably just walk by without putting your opinion out there. The enemy likes to see that, you know. You don't have to say stop. That looks stupid. You don't have to lower yourself to a level of hate. It says, you know, the enemy probably watching and they love seeing that. That means you're not focused. And if the person goes, just because I'm doing this don't mean I'm focused, it's not argumentative. Okay, all right, cool, you're cool. All right, it's roger that. I got your brother or sister. That's it. There's a way to be able to communicate without, you know, letting them know that you're being driven crazy. To me, I just test the motherfuckers. You look stupid. And what you gonna do? You gonna run up in my face? Now I'm gonna grab you by your throat and I'm gonna grab you by your nuts and I'm gonna suplex your ass. I'm just saying, it's gonna be a follow through. It's gonna be a follow through. It's gonna be all. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even say nothing. I just see it, but when I see it on TikTok, it's like they're really messing with me because it shows that people are unprepared people. As sad as that sounds, it's a reality. Yeah, I wish he would come over here. I think somebody said the motherfucker do be looking. Somebody in New York. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I wish that nigga would strike up a conversation. Eat his ass some motherfucking love. That's like Neil deGrasse Tyson. That motherfucker's come unhinged with this shit, talking about, you know, with the chromosomes, and if he wakes up and he's a girl. I was like, wait, anybody listening to this fool? This is what happens when you partake in certain parties and things that you just bug out motherfucking crazy. That's who these motherfuckers, and he was the first one to come out because he couldn't beat the motherfucking people talking about flat earth. He said, well, the earth is not round, but it's shaped like that. Like a motherfucking, like a blimp. So we got a blimp hurling 1,130 whatever the fuck thousands miles an hour in this heliocentric fucking pattern with everything staying the same, the moon and everything, zipping through space, not hitting shit. Talking about light years. Motherfuckers light-minded from fucking truth. That's the fucking, you know what I'm saying? B's off of Gen Z because Gen X knows. Yeah. And Gen Z, because a lot of broken families and these teachers doing shit that had nothing to do with curriculum. Well, everything to do with curriculum, but nothing that is beneficial. Everything you've learned in school, everyone, this is what boggles my mind. All y'all went to school, and none of y'all ever talk about the fact that everything you learn in school don't have no application in the real world of work. How about that? Why is the school still fucking operating? Why are motherfuckers still paying taxes with these buses shit? Because parents got to work and the babies can't be home by themselves? Well, if we were tribed up, we wouldn't have to worry about that because it'd be the people working and us building our cities or reoccupying our fucking cities if by arm if fucking need be. And the babies would be nurtured in the appropriate way. But see, everybody's so separate and divided and you got little young niggas in y'all generation, my generation too, want to go out there and be greedy and steal because them the motherfuckers that need to be put down as far as I'm concerned. Now that became violence, just need to be put the fuck down. Algebra is everything is worthless. It's when I got into the School of Performing Arts that I started learning about, you know, cameras and programming and all that other shit. You know, boom, you know, the big ass mic knocking people in the head, all that shit. How the, you know, that's when and then I was going to trade school, started in high school, getting wood shop and all that shit, auto mechanic and all that shit. Then I realized, well, you know, this shit that's beneficial, and besides what I learned at home. Everything I learned at home was more important than the bullshit I was learning in school. Dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I learned at home by my grandparents and my great-greats and all them motherfuckers was paramount. Breaking down the transmission, working on the garage, roofing, gardening, everything. God damn it, the plumbing. Shh. Even them old-fashioned furnace with the asbestos all over the fucking place. I'm surprised I ain't got cancer from that shit. Well, I can't. But anyway, right? I'm just saying. All that and tons of more. You know what I'm saying? Putting up little shacks and shit. Learning how to, you know, everything. Concrete mixing, slaying that shit. Swap, 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 swip, swap, swap, swip. Spilling that shit, throwing the next part, smash down, grab a little more. Hit that brick on, tap that motherfucker on the right spots, crack it, you know, hit it one whack. Oh, man. That shit, home, family, relatives. I learned more from them fighting than I could ever learn from some raggedy ass school system full of lies. But you have some people who have taken on that shit because now it's about computers. So they have all these computer classes because they need that shit. So that's the trade. You're gonna learn that and you can advance in that. But they went back to teaching history, bullshit history to the youth, the very young ones. And incorporate their minds in the lies by these dumbass history teachers who don't know shit. They ain't teaching. Look, the Jewish community teach their children about fiat and this, that, and what to do and what they should spend and why you think they're walking around with the same jeans on for fucking 1 month. All right? And then our people too busy every week talking about, well, if they get paid every week or every 2 weeks, I'm going out to get them new James and them shoes, man. Them shoes like $400-500 or you see the $1,200 ones. Dude, I'm saving up right now. Fuck that. How much water you got? How many canned goods? You got a garden? You build something in your house to hydroponically grow some shit? Do you know how to purify water? See, that's what the fuck matters. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't even happened. You dig what I'm saying? It's comical, to say the least. It's funny than a motherfucker. You dig? Ain't that right, Papa? Let me get a remote. Yeah, let me get a remote. They don't have a remote. There you go. There you go. You dig what I'm saying? It is comical as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. Yeah, we know YouTube is stupid as fuck, and the foreigners who come in here doing the dumb shit paid. Like, can you do something for yourself? Because you know what? Just pushing the button, initiating on that side. Reach back out to me because I'm waiting for the other motherfucker, and let me know how you're doing in 2 weeks. See, that's power. See, if you're willing to come over here, reach. I wouldn't give a fuck if you're underground and you stand 100 feet tall. Reach out in 2 weeks. Hit me back. Can you phonetically look at my body's algorithm to see the anomaly? No, because the motherfuckers are too stupid. So let them keep coming. I was just talking about how real school taught real science and history and our genealogy. What is that? Real school? What do you mean? Vicar, what do you mean? Real school. Because we didn't have no schools. That's all new creation. No such thing as a school existed. And before that, they wanted to say schools existed, and they didn't. All right? talking about universities and all that. No, they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Earth science, astrology, and animal nature. Oh yeah, that's something that, yeah, but schools, no. Nurturing people in the path of the right things to understand all that around them, that they're one with everything. When animals didn't attack us, we didn't eat no fucking meats. It's a whole different dynamic. And a lot of people have a hard time accessing that because they've been polluted with so much, yeah, indoctrinated, so much bullshit. You know, we're going to keep it 100, baby. Yeah, indoctrinated. You know, they have been doused with so much nonsense. And you sit there, motherfuckers, like, remember, you know the old adage, you know, I have an island, teach kids there, black is red and red is black. And a few generations, motherfuckers will go to war with that. With a proper agitator who knows how to mitigate that shit. That's why they became lawyers. Get rich off of these niggas, and we keep breaking them down. Get the music, keep influencing them, keep them away from their truth. They weren't doing that nowhere else. Why here? They weren't doing that with them Africans. With them Hindus. That's right, they already fucked them up. First segregation from Europe, migration into Africa, in the lower part of Africa they call it. And they fucked everybody up. And then they come over here, and the last motherfuckers, they need to step up to the bat and wake the fuck up. So there's people around the world still waiting for us to wake up. Don't get it fucked up. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? The Vikings are basically who? We were the fucking Vikings. Everything about all that history is bullshit. Ever read The Tears of Russia? Oh, that's just a cover-up name for Tartary. Exactly, that's what it is. And no, I have that book. That's all it is. It's a cover-up. And for Georgia, the book Lies. My Teacher Told Me. And did you see the movie? Which they Africanized that shit for this people versions. We are original Vikings. That's right. Order some DIY science books and physics for my kids. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what you do. And even there are some things you can pick up at Hobby Lobby that said on ways to make light with potatoes and lemons and all that kind of shit. I actually showed somebody to do that with one of those bulbs. When we was camping one time, me and him, his old lady, and a friend of mine, I showed him with the right copper wires, putting it in the fucking dirt and leaving it there, and then touching the wire on the side and the bottom, and the light came on. They was like, what the fuck? I was like, you don't know how. You know what I'm saying? My verbiage might be off, but I'll just call it. Oh, well, yeah, no, for sure. I get you now, brother. When I saw the building, that kind of, is he saying something else? That's why I was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's all. No, you cool, bro. Come on, man. You don't have to explain. I like that. That's what I like to see. That's the stuff that I find that negates responsibility, especially of self-worth and knowledge. Right now, we're dealing with a bunch of people that have been lied to, and the media and the television and the media have played a big role in fooling everybody. You can't make this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? How a lot of our people still holding on to the vastness of the cities, migrating to the cities, we're met with more and more people getting off, and we've been fighting for so long. It's not that the fight's not there. A lot of people, there were places in these fake-ass cathedrals or these fake-ass religious Catholic motherfuckers, which were our healing centers, where it had a big hole in the fire, a fire pit in the middle of every one of them, all them goddamn goofy-ass pews, them seats, all right? Had big organs in there with damn near over 1 million motherfucking tone to heal people, and where people went in the back into the different buildings that became asylums. If y'all ever seen the pictures of some of the original asylums, those were centers for our people in developing and creating all kind of shit, even weapons and stuff. You'll never know that because they made them into asylums. For who? Not just some of our people, which was later on, before when they started flooding our cities, to which these Peckerwoods know nothing about, and they give them the land to be around. And when the land patents are still on us, and over 27 of our cities under fucking water. Ain't no Mongolian city under no goddamn water because they didn't build shit here. Traveling with yurts and teepees, you mean you're gonna be here all that long and not learn how to fucking make concrete? Fuck out of here. No, because you were babies brought here. Orphan trains and orphan boats and orphan trains. And then a lot of Peliskins, the babies were stolen away. And one group was raised to be ignorant and know the lie, secret orders and cults, and then to be overseers of those who were the initiates, Some possibly, a lot of them killed, but the majority would be the Cabbage Patch children, incubators, and all that other shit. Raised up, what, 5 years and like 3-4 months? Fighting was just that we couldn't even use our own shit. But hey, leave the world you're in and the lives you live. Have at it. I'm not here to change them, but I'm here to say, hey, look, open your eyes and have a look. I show you the books, you buy them yourself, you read them yourself, you interpret them however you choose. But there's more than enough information to pull puzzle pieces from to benefit any and everybody. And if you're still stuck in crayon colors and this, that, and other because of your grotesque, inappropriate de-appreciation of what may be truth, yeah, there's an end to you too. No matter how you want to feel about it. Listen then, get on the fucking bus. Cuz, get on the bus. I can't drink too much charcoal because I drank quite a bit yesterday and the day before. Anyway, let me get off. What was that? The other day, son called a dude online a Cabbage Patch Kid. He listened, right? You can't be careful. That's kind of it's worse than you're getting called pecker, wood, nigger, beaner. It's a Cabbage Patch. Sadly, is the truth, but it is really bad. You know what I'm saying? Usually when I say peckerwood, it's not a bad thing because I got some homies that I call, hey, what's up, my wood? And they like, yo, what's going on, Rig? You know what I mean? It's just, but, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It'd be best to call people by their actual name and know that it's not the paper. The paper doesn't mean anything. For the paper is not anybody. But the problem is, the truth is still on paper and oral. And the majority of those of us who actually know some things, we've been to the buildings, we've seen some of the things, we've been in the basements where some of those things still exist in New York. And I'm telling you, there are some places that it was blocked off, they open it, and they're doing work. A whole technician goes in, go downstairs, and I see, and they say, you know, I said, I know what this building used to be. I've got the pictures. In Philly, right? I mean, they got stuff up underground going down 400, 500,000 feet, y'all. Towns, like in New York, subways with streets and like old Model T Fords. Talking about the 1700s. I'm serious, y'all. He walked by these buildings and there's still some shit, the little bus with the fucking dress on it. And then you see a picture and it's niggers. And you see the round tunnel for the subway with some rails still there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we done climbed all down here, got all dusted up and cobwebbed up, and I'm down under here, man, if this bitch could fall in. Oh, no, you good. And we just walk around. And I've been to another place because when you meet these people, they go everywhere and do this shit all the time. You know? And then I'm down in this place and I see these little cribs, and they're not cribs. This is where they put the babies that were coming out the fucking incubators. The Cabbage Patch children. And they even have a poster with fucking cabbages and babies sticking the fuck up out of it. Mostly pale skin, but every once in a while you see a little pepper up in that motherfucker. A little speck of pepper. Like, what the fuck? But y'all see this? Oh yeah, we done been seeing this. You know, you be talking about that shit, Red. I'm like, nigga. So when I get 50, I remember saying this. So when I get 50, well, I remember this shit, or will somebody zap me? And they be laughing. I'm talking about when I was in my motherfucking 40s, y'all. Looking at this shit. Climbing down in these fucking places with my back and knees. I had to see it. Because I ain't believe it. Delaware, my boy, yo. Nigga, you on crack? No. Got some homies, man. We going down to so-and-so, you know? By the old track? Yeah. You know those buildings, that little ghost town there? Yo, you want to go and check some shit out? The fuck you talking about? You say you like going underground looking at? Yeah, nigga. I said, I'm bringing my clack with me, though. Oh, whatever, man. Get there, move this heavy-ass plate. That's a motherfucking, this little round thing with stairs. Climb down this funky-ass stair. Get down there, and it's like, nigga, this is a whole motherfucking world down here. This stuff exists, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And Majority of y'all never see it because you never got out. You never did anything. You didn't travel. You didn't fly here. You didn't go over there. You didn't serve. You didn't do anything. You didn't get to see nothing. Just here. And that's for a whole lot of folk. I don't give a fuck if you're a country singer or not. Yeah, I toured and I sang on stage. And what the fuck? Went to a restaurant, ate, and met some business tycos. What else the fuck did you do? Every once in a while, people go to the Blue Island and stand in the blue waters. And what the fuck is that? I mean, you know nothing about the earth you live on. Nothing. That's what the people sitting here watching going, what are you talking about? Even where you at, you probably haven't done shit and you don't know nothing. That's why you're sitting up here looking like this. What is he talking about? All your emotions and feelings, because I'm renting total space. You lucky I ain't doing fucking real magic on your little goofy asses. I'd rather you go. If you can't hit the like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, I've been on an hour and 15 minutes. Let me go and get my PJs on and go sweats or whatever and get relaxed and shit. I'm having some rides late this evening with a lot of cinnamon, and I'm gonna smoke this rest of this blunt right here, play this game, and I'm gonna chill, y'all. Snow, I wish you was here, relaxing. I'm telling you, the hospital, they pay good over here. They pay good than a motherfucker. Anyway, you know you. I know you'll be here. What was that? Look, Ashikashis, Ashkenazis. No, for real, Snow. Right. Anyway, let me get off of here, man. I'm entertaining too much, goddammit. I would like to see everybody come together and stop all the bullshit. I don't care if you sleep with, who you want to be with. I would just like to see people come together because Trojan horse. Or it's fucking real. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Have a good evening. All right? The beginning of your fucking week. Oh, Max, but you already know, beloved. Hey, y'all have a great time. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, and we will get in some more reading, and we'll keep it rolling along. All right? The book's still waiting, and y'all know that I'm mating with. So you send, I send, we order, I share, and get it done. You dig?